Hi, this is Kathy from Kathy's Crochet Closet, and today I'm going to show you a joining stitch that I call the special base join. I use this stitch to help hide the seam in some of my hat and cowl patterns, and it's usually when I'm doing some sort of cluster like I have here. I've got a group of single crochet, a chain one, and then a cluster stitch, and you'll notice this stitch kind of leans over. So if I were to join in the usual way, actually I'll just go ahead and show you. Let me do one more cluster combination here. This is a stitch I'm using in my new pattern called the Bundle Up Beanie. Alright, so I'm ready to make the join, and the normal way to do it would just be a slip stitch over here, and it doesn't look bad. But when you pull back a little bit, you can see that you have this big gap here that you don't have between the other stitches. They all have a nice little piece of yarn going across to keep the gap closed. And I don't want to see these big gaps along my seam. So I'm going to take out the slip stitch and show you the special base join. So by base, I mean the bottom of the stitch. So I'm going to be inserting my hook instead of at the top of the stitch in the usual spot. I'm going to insert at the base of that first stitch. So in it goes, then I'm grabbing or yarning over, pulling through, and if I were to just pull through that loop, that would be a slip stitch, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to, with these two loops on my hook, I'm going to insert that hook again, this time into the normal place at the top of the stitch, yarn over, and pull through. And then I'm just going to go ahead and keep pulling through those two loops on my hook. And now you can see that the join really looks like all of the other spots. There's a piece of yarn going across. It kind of breaks it up. I'm going to do that again because I probably talked too much. So here's my hook, inserting at the base, yarn over, pull through, insert at the top of the stitch in the usual spot, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loops that were on the hook. And that's what I'm calling the special base join.